Hello, how y'all doing? Welcome to Sunday Night Live. Hope everybody's doing okay. You know, I'm a little early, but it's okay. That's what we about. You know, just chatting tonight. Here's the rules. This is God's. Here's the rules. This is God's YouTube channel. His community guidelines. No cussing. No fighting words. No arguing. No hate crimes. Don't tell me you're gay or anything like that, because it will start an argument or a fight. Another thing my lawyer told me to talk about, I had 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, arthritis. So I'm letting you know that part. So I want to welcome everybody to my YouTube channel. I hope you like the live stream of Bob Joyce, who's a preacher in Benton, Arkansas. And he had a good sermon tonight if you watched it. But that's what we need to do, people. Put our faith into God. I am single, in my 70s, looking for a nice, good-looking, skinny girlfriend that live in Scott County, Indiana, which is close to me. Well, I don't have my other earphones since to my kitty cats. I feel like killing them this morning when I woke up. When I get off of here, I got to put these back in a bag where the kitty cats won't eat them. That makes two set of headphones and these, I guess you call them buds or hearing buds or whatever. So, I hope everybody had a good weekend. You saw the video of my west side of my house when I did it through the window. The snow, the little flood, little pond I got in my west side of my house. The south side, which is the back side of my house. If you live out in the country, people, you don't have sewer. You got a septic tank. And you got ladder lines. And when your floods is so wet, your ladder lines will get flooded, if you know what I mean, if you live in the country. Tomorrow sometime, I'm not going to tell you the time. I have to go to John Kenyon, Kenyon, I think it's how you spell it. I got to have cataract surgery on my right eye. And I can't drive myself home because I guess they put you in lolly by land. So I know I'm early. I took my medicine. I can't have nothing to eat after 11 o'clock. That's going to be doozy. and I can't take my Ozempic because that's a week of, a medicine that goes in me. Only take it once a week. I hate these earbuds. I like the other ones better. Hello, Joanne. Yeah. I feel sorry for you. I gotta put that up a minute. Find one of my cables. But some of you is going to get some snow the way I heard it earlier tonight. But that's, it's weird, people. Everybody's getting snow, getting rain. We got rain. Then we got snow. My yard is so wet, people. That water can't go nowhere. But oh, it needs to get up. I say maybe the 70s. It ain't gonna happen until probably March, April, something like that. But that's part of it. If you live where I live, what they call the Ohio Valley, you never know what the weather's going to do. It can snow 10 to 15 inches one day. Then the next day, the sun to come out and get up 60 degrees. You never know what the weather's going to do in the Ohio Valley. I think that includes Indiana, Kentucky. I forget how many states. But if you watch the Daytona 500 today until the rain cancel it for a few hours, guess who done the flyover? Air Force One, President Trump. That's the second time since he's president and showed up at Daytona 500 and took the beast around in the lower portion of the racetrack. He's done it twice since he's been president. But there have been other presidents that been down to the Daytona 500 if you watch it today. And that was pretty nice that the president cared about we the people. Make it to Daytona 500 and all this. I want to thank him, no matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican, independent, or whatever. He done a good thing today. I tell you something, Joanne. There is fish back there in that pond. The owner, I don't own that back 40. Another person owns it. All he does is let the grass get tall and use it for hay, straw, where you bale it, the round bales is what he does. He says I can go fishing. And he says there's one fish you can't keep. And I think it's a carp I guess you call it. I guess they keep the allergy. Like I say, I don't know nothing about fish. If my grandpa Robert's alive, he would tell me because he was a fisherman in the family. And but I do make 2 swipes. Well, if I had my riding lawnmower, if it wasn't broken, I would usually make 2 swipes up around the pond. It got a bunch of trees around it, if you know what I mean. I wish I hate these cotton picking earbuds. I don't like them. I could kill them kitty cats if I knew which one that done it. That is the second time it happened in 2 days. I had headphones that was pink for your ladies, help you out with breast cancer. Well, guess what? The kitty cat bit the cord that you plug into the computer or my V8 SAM box. That's one I got there. A V8 S Sam box, But I want to thank everybody. It's on here. I'm trying my best. I got over 500 subscribers. I want to thank you all. We're a family. Everybody on YouTube is a family. Not blood family, but we're a family. We try to help each other out. When I need people by YouTube rules, if you get 1,000 subscribers, you need 4,000 watch hours. And I seen when I read 500 subscribers with 2,000 watch hours. I need to get my watch hours up. I know I almost said PO me off. It keeps popping out of my ear. I hate these. The other ones that I had on last night, it'll stay in. But thanks to, I don't know which idiot cat done it, I was ready to throw them all out there in the living room. But I don't need no more baby kitty cats. I'm dreading tomorrow, people. After 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, I can't eat nothing. I can't drink nothing because I'm going to have cataract surgery. I guess they're going to knock me out as cold as a cucumber. Yeah, but, people, I'm nobody. I'm nobody special. I'm just a 70-year-old man, 70-plus-year-old man on a fixed income. I'm bored. I got nothing to do. I'm trying to help you all out survive on this planet. Tell you the right things to do, like believe in God. And you people that got kids, it's in school, maybe straight A students. I like to see your kids that's make a straight A student to help other kids out that's in their class. Because other kids will listen to kids. The teacher is about 3 to 4 times older than the kid in the class. In most cases. I'm talking maybe elementary school. That's how come I didn't study that much when I was in school. My grades wasn't perfect. They were C, D's, and F, maybe C plus. I did get a few A's, but not what those straight A students get in every class. And I asked this straight A student, his dad and my dad made the same amount of money. And he wouldn't have nothing to do to help me. And I didn't want to be like those people. I like to help people, educate you. sometimes you help people, you can get in trouble. And like I said, I'm trying my best, people. With my age, oh man, I need to take a pain pill. I'll probably do that when I get off of here because that be before midnight. So I think I'm on the safe side. But the only problem I believe when they put me under and bring me out, I'm going to sleep like a baby. I don't want to wake up. Maybe I'm having a good dream about some good looking girl out there. You never know. I like to sleep. And I'm not going to stay up too late. Oh, that's so funny, Joanne. But that's the truth, people. You know, just like when they put in your dreams. Did you see what your mom said the other night, Gina? She said I talk too much. What am I supposed to do? I talk to the kitty cats, but they don't talk back to me. Hey, Joanne, there's my daughter, Gina, one of my kids. Yeah, it does sound like her. You got a good mom. She was a good wife. I got no complaints. You know, she was a good cook and this and that. We had a good dog. As Gina tell you, well, when I had those other two idiots on here, the other two idiots I had on here, they would kick you off of the channel. And that's how come I let my moderators know. Because Sherry knows you're my daughter. Joanne knows now. There's 709. He probably be on later, but I watched 709 out walking his dog. That's a nice doggy. But I want to tell you a story. And Gina will vouch for it. When I got a divorce, everything was settled except one thing. That was our dog, Charlie. We fought over that dog. Charlie was a German Shepherd. Her mom worked. Well, I know I'm going to get jumped on it. I'm going to call it a retirement home. And the person that she was taking care of in there had German Shepherd puppies, which that family only sold them to police departments. And said, well, I got to talk to my husband. She asked me, Gina's mom did. I'm not mentioning her name because I don't want her to jump all over me. That's okay. I understand. That, and I said, as long as it's a boy. And, well, she came home with a boy German Shepherd. We named him Charlie. I don't know if Gina named him or his mom named him. I can't remember. That been over 30 years ago. And we fought in court who was going to get Charlie. Charlie was a very smart dog. Even Gina would tell you he was a smart dog. If you raise your hands up at your kids like you going to spank them, Charlie be right there ready to bite you. Or if you argue with your kids, he was going to nail you like nothing. And, he was, but I ended up custody of the dog, But Charlie, well, I know it's a nursing home, but I didn't want to call it a nursing home. Some people, he did nail my rear end. If you was outside with Charlie and you water your flowers, you had to watch out because Charlie would come running and try to bite that water. And where I was living, I had to move, and Witten Brothers, it was a construction company in Charlestown. Let me back up a little bit. Tommy's mother, well, she's been dead a year last December of cancer. And neither one of us knew she was pregnant. I went to get in bed next to her, and Charlie wouldn't let me get in bed. He knew she was pregnant. And I tried to touch her belly. Charlie growled at me. I said, so-and-so, you're pregnant. I said, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. But she was. But, Charlie was a good dog. And let's see, was it? Yeah, I think Gina and Tom, I think we all went down there to feed Charlie and all that. Down at Witten Brothers, they own a construction company. They wanted a good watchdog. Hey, put it that way. They took real good care of Charlie. They built him. They had a closed cage, outside, but they made it bigger. Got him a good dog house. They had a 5-gallon bucket of water inside the cage. They had a 5-gallon bucket of water outside. Instead of small cans of apple, they had the biggest can of apple that you could buy at that time. And the people that worked down there was half owners of one of the partners. They couldn't get close to Charlie. So I went down there, and they told that they couldn't get close to Charlie. I said, come on, let's walk over there. And Charlie was wagging his tail. He recognized his daddy. And sometimes Gina stopped there with the boyfriend she had at that time. And we can't get close to him. I said, come on over here. So we walked over there, and I opened up. I said, come on, Charlie. He come up and jumped all over me. I said, this is your new master. You take care of him and the people here. And he started petting him. Oh, Charlie really started loving on him after that. And the first night they let him out, people, because people was climbing over the 6-foot fence and stealing batteries out of those vehicles. I tell you how mean Charlie was. Whoever this guy was, he got over that fence. Charlie nailed him, took the shirt right off of his back. The shirt was still there, but the only thing they did was open the hood of the trucks. They didn't get any batteries. He was a good watchdog. And you all know how mean raccoons are. And where they was at, a few raccoons got inside of the fence area. But that way, he killed the raccoons. And, they treat him real good, like he was a part of the family. When it was real hot, they let him inside. And I told them, make sure you don't raise your hand or raise your voice at your kids. I said, he'll flat nail you in a minute. And I think my son and we stopped there one night, talked to him. Here comes 5-0. Oh, he was a classmate. His name was Tom, too, about an a-hole. And he said, "You can't be here." I said, "I got permission from the owner." Said, "This is my dog." And that cop said, "No, he's not." I said, "Get close to the fence." He got close to the fence. I said, "Charlie, sick him." And he got as close as he can, because we was at the gate. And he started barking. I said, "Hit me," and you see what he does. He acted like he was going to raise his hand. Charlie really went crazy. But he died, I don't know, down the road, years later. And he was buried, I think, for what Mr. Witten told me, they had a casket, a concrete vault. I don't know where they buried him at, but Charlie was a good watchdog. Like I say, I might have been his master, but Charlie was the boss. Train him, protect the kids, protect us. And like I said, if I raised my voice or anything like that at the kids, he'd flat nail me. Or Gina would say, "Charlie, sick him." And Charlie would come home and go, "Woo, woo, 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 woo." Exactly what he would do. Like I say, Charlie was a good dog. But every dog or kitty cat is different. But Charlie had it in his blood. His brothers and sisters were German Shepherds, which the family only sold to police departments at that time. And they was good dogs. Every dog a police department got from this family very good canine cop dogs. Drugs. He was a great dog, Joanne. That's how come I missed him. If my yard was fenced in, I wouldn't have no problems with raccoons. I don't know what the raccoons done to him, but he hated raccoons. And like I say, he'd be in the building, in the summertime. They said, "What's he barking at?" He said, "It either be the UPS man or a raccoon." But raccoons only came out at night. And I don't know what the UPS ever done to Charlie. It been no telling. I can understand if that was the post office people, because I had a cousin that worked for the post office. Instead of them bringing them treats or anything like that, they would use that pepper spray. I had a dog, he hated any male person, no matter if it's a lady. But when Up started around where I lived in Charlestown, that Ups man always brought a doggy treat. Probably around 10, 11, somewhere like that. Your brother's going to go with me, but I'm not, it's between 10, I'm going to say between 10 and 12. Then Tuesday sometime, I won't know until tomorrow. I have to go to the office in Jeff down there by the hospital where, let's see, this side. I'm looking at myself, and it's my right eye I'm having done Monday. Then sometime in March, I go back and have my left eye cataract put a new lens in, whatever you call that cataract surgery. I've been watching videos, which maybe I shouldn't watch videos because, I'm just scared. And everybody I've talked to says it's easy. they're going to do it the old-fashioned way. The other way they can do it, I think, is laser surgery. But because of the insurance I got, it won't pay for it. But I never know what they do. Hey, when you're out, you're not going to know what they're going to do. It could be laser, but they said they do it the old-fashioned way. But I started yesterday putting eye drops in twice a day. Then I got the other eye drop I start putting in today. That's 4 times a day. I do that the day before surgery. Then I got the third eye drop, which I think I do that. I think I take after surgery. Hello, Jessica. Welcome back. Hey, people. I want you all go. You see Jessica in there? I want you go to her YouTube channel. Subscribe to her. Watch her videos. She sings in her videos. She got a cute doggy. And before, I guess her TV is still broken. And she had a music video on there. I guess that dog hate that. I know. I just hope, Joanne, I won't need these anymore. I know my neighbor had it done. He don't wear glasses anymore. I just hope I don't have to wear glasses anymore. But after I had my eye surgery, they would notify Vision Works. I think it's one it called in Clarksville. And I said then appointment would be set up. I guess they checked my vision on my eyes. I don't know. They had 2 appointments in January, one after January the 7th. I just hope I don't have to wear glasses anymore. The only time I need my glasses when I'm reading, not driving, only when I'm reading. But everything I look at is blurry. When you're out there on the highway, the speed limit signs is big. Your exit signs is big. I can read that. But, I can make it out. But what you see in the chat, I hate these earbuds. I'm going to have to set me a camera up looking at my table and that way I don't know which one I would kill. I think I know which one it is, but they're going to eat some. They're going to bite in some cord one day, and I'm going to have a dead kitty cat. Then I know which one had done it. Them pink earphones I had, they were about $15. And those earbuds I had, they fit. If you look, see, it don't fit my ear this good. And I just don't like it. But, oh well. But when I get off of here, I'm going to unplug this and put it back in my bag where I had the others. That way it won't tempt them. But if I do catch them up on my table, all I have to do is grab my fly swatter. They know what this means. And I know some people is going to get snow tonight. I hope I don't get any snow, but people, I live in what they call the Ohio Valley. You can look it up in your search engine and find out what states. Hello, Sherman. How you doing tonight? Welcome. Dale Felony, Sherman Stick. But I want everybody to be happy. Well, where Joanne lives, she says she's going to get snow either tonight or in the morning. You know, we got snow the other day. Well, first it rained, then it snowed. And if you watch the video I uploaded, I guess today, I show the west side of my property out the west side kitchen window. I had a little pond, and I live out in the country. And it really flooded. I mean, flooded real bad. Water came out of my had maybe 12, something like that, plus the creek it's put in over 50 years ago, I would think. That's before they built I-65. When they built I-65, they had to put a creek in to run the water off of I-65. But I wish the state of Indiana would come and clean that creek out all the way around, make it maybe a little bit deeper and stuff like that, like they used to do 40 plus years ago, more than 40 years ago, I would say. They had cleaned, you go down the highway, they clean the ditches out and where the water can go down through there. Arkansas. Arkansas, well, is that, I watch Bob Joyce. He's in Benton, Arkansas. And he's a preacher. I stream his video about 7:00 Eastern Standard Time tonight, like I try to do every Sunday. And I want you all to subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Get my watch videos up. But I don't think I'm going to be on here an hour tonight. I don't know, I might be. And because, like I say, I got to go have eye surgery tomorrow at a hospital. I don't like hospitals. And, everybody I've talked to said, you got nothing to worry about. But people, I'm a worry wart. I just don't like stuff like that. Especially, I know they're going to put an IV in me. And I don't like those IV needles. That's what kept me when I was young off of drugs, except marijuana and blotter acid. The other stuff you had to use a needle, and I don't like needles. When I get close to a needle, my blood pressure goes up. And I just don't like needles, people. But one thing, my blood pressure will go up when my son has to drive me home. And I do not like people to drive me. I just don't like it at all. Thank you. Thank you all. But, that's how it is. I got nothing to worry about, you know. But I want to thank you all that have donated by PayPal, Cash App, or through the post office box. Like I said, I won't tell anybody who done it or how much it is or where you live. I kept my promise. There was, what was it, a TV or maybe a comedy show. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was a cartoon about Arkansas. I don't know if it was a cowboy comedian person. I can't remember. But, Sherry must fell asleep. But people, I want you to keep an eye on your neighbors. If you got old neighbors, check on them. Check on them. See how they're doing. Also, if you see, you hear, you report abuse of a woman or anybody. If you see it, you hear it, you report it. Don't say you don't want to get involved, but just get thinking, people, by not calling the police on any kind of abuse. What happened if they was to get killed? How would you feel then? If I see abuse, people, I'm going to call the 50. Even if I see a guy beating a woman, I'm going to call 50. Or a child abuse, and I see it, I'm going to call 50. But check with your family. It could be your daughter, your sister, your cousin, your aunt, or sister-in-law. It could be any kind of family members. Look it up in your search engine. What's the sign of abused women? They have different attitudes. If you see them every day or once a week, something's changed about them. Or the old man won't let them go anywhere without him being right there. Or they check their cell phone, see who they talking to, who they're texting, But there is men out there that gets abused by women. Not as many as women is. And, because men don't report it. But there's a few of them that report they getting abused by the wives or the girlfriend. But not that many. But men does get abused. But there's more women on this planet that gets abused, people. I don't believe in it. God don't want that to happen. We are God's children. No matter what color our skin is, we have one thing in common. We got red blood. Remember that, people. We have red blood. No matter if you belong to the K or a hate group, we got one thing in common. We have red blood. I know there's different types of red blood. A, B, O positive, O negative, A, but it's still red. We have that in common with each other. Not hate anymore. Let's love everybody. No more hate crimes. We can get along better in this world, people, if we put our faith in the God. I love watching Bob Joyce tonight. I even got laughing. I like preachers like Bob Joyce, and he's a great preacher, and that's what I like about him. So, that's what I'm all about, trying to help people, to educate you. One day I'll be in the right place with a good video, and it will go crazy. It'll go out in right field or left field. I mean, it'll get probably 1,000 views. You have to be in the right place. But where I live, I can't get out like that. I can go walking, but where I live out here in the country, I got no fast food restaurants, no grocery store, nothing I can walk to. I'm stuck at home. I can walk up the driveway as long as my outside babies don't follow me up. When I walk to the mailbox out on the main road, my cats follow me up the driveway. And the time I go to my box, get my mail out of it, and walk back home, they kind of stop and look at me, and I walk past them. I say, "Come on, babies, let's go back home." Then they turn around and follow me back home. That's what dogs and cats or anything else does. But it looked like I might have to put my boots on, go out into my back on the south side of my house, open the box up, and get some corn out, some shell corn, and take it over on the west side of the property and put some corn out there for the deers and the birds and the squirrels. Because when I got the corn over, the cat sits there and watch for the birds and the squirrels. And I get a kick out watching the kitty cats over sitting. Okay, Jessica. I'm going to have to go back to your YouTube channel. I haven't got any notifications lately, but I know you're a busy person. But people, like I say, let's help Jessica out. You see her name, Jessica, Ralston. Subscribe to her channel. Let's get her watch hours up. Let's get her subscribers up. And you like watching her videos. Some of them she's singing in her videos. Or she's outside walking that cute doggy she has. I bet that doggy's watching me right now. As long as he's barking, I guess the doggy likes me. But that video that Jessica had, she had a video on there, and that dog barked like crazy. That dog did not like that video.
That's how dogs and cats are. They like some videos and some music, and, they can tell. Or if you get a boyfriend or a girlfriend, listen to your pets. If they don't like your boyfriend or your girlfriend, that's a sign to be weary. I like that video you done 709 walking your dog out on that little path. You know, you had a little snow on the ground, but that dog was cute. You know, but it's nice where you live there, and that dog was happy. Like that. So can't beat it. But people, I want to suggest to you all that if you got a YouTube channel, no matter if you got 5 YouTube subscribers or 1 million subscribers, if someone subscribed to your YouTube channel, please subscribe to their YouTube channel. Maybe you might not like their YouTube channel. It just help them get their subscribers up and help them get their watch hours up. Because God will really. One of my kitty cats is snoring behind me. I think it's Blackie. That's Yeah, it's Blackie sitting back there snoring. I thought I was bad when I snore, but just like when I first got this house, people, I moved this girl in. I'm not going to tell who she is. She's in her 50s. I told her I snore. And I slept like a baby that first night. She told me I fell asleep about 8 or 8:30. I don't fall asleep until 2, 3, or 4 o'clock in the morning. While she was here, I fell asleep around 9 o'clock unless she's working the shift 2 to 10, 2 to 11. But as soon as we got home and all this, I went to sleep within an hour just by having female companionship. She was a waitress. I ain't gonna say where she worked at because right now I can't remember where she worked at. But she was a bartender and a waitress. When we got home, you know, put her clothes in the washing machine, wash them. I rubbed her feet and her back because she's up on her feet a lot when you're a waitress and a bartender and a trainer. You all know what that is. It trains other people. She was a pretty good woman for being in her 50s on the skinny side. And, everybody got to treat each other good. I, I hope everybody. Oh, that's true. All you need is a good friend, people. That's how come. That's how come I'm on YouTube. Like I said, I'm in my 70s. This time of year, I can't get out. I can't get out and walk because it's too cold for this old man to get out there and walk. You know, if you breathe in that cold air, sometimes your chest start hurting. When I go outside, I got to put a mask on, keep from breathing that cold air in because it feels like you're having a heart attack. But your people on YouTube is my friends. You're my family. I got no girlfriends on here because you're all too far away. I'm choosy. No alcohol, no drugs, no smoking. I can't stand that smoke. When you start dating anybody, people, be honest with them. Be honest with them. If it's a guy with a girlfriend, be honest. Or it's a girl with a guy or whatever. Be honest with them. Don't keep nothing secret from them. I trained myself. I can catch a woman lying to me like nobody's business. And that's a fact. You have to train yourself. You have to know the signs to look for if they're cheating on you. You can catch them. You have to train yourself. The best policy, people, is to be honest with each other. If you want to be married 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, 60 years, you got to be honest with each other. You got to compromise. And your younger people, ask your older people, see how long they've been married and said, what is the rules of being married as long as you have? And they'll tell you. But will you listen? Maybe, maybe not. But if you want your marriage to last 40 plus years or 20 plus years, I'm giving you good advice. And also, you have to help around the house. Help with the housework. Learn how to cook. Learn how to wash clothes. What happened if your mate was to get sick and can't cook or can't clean the house? That's something to think about. Teach your children, if you're going to have kids, how to wash the dishes, how to clean the house, how to wash clothes. And you explain to them, say, what happened if mommy and daddy get sick? What you going to eat? How about clean clothes? I'm trying to teach you. I'm not going to tell you how to raise your kids. You're going to raise the kids the way you want to. But, that's how my mama taught me how to get along. But I got into drugs and alcohol. That was 90% of my problems when I was married was drugs and alcohol. I never had possum soup, but I did have raccoon hamburgers. And in Kentucky, they got a dish they call bagoo or something like that. It's all kinds of meats. You cook it over an open flame in one of those big black pots, like you see Granny use on the hillbillies, that big old black iron pot. And you put all the kinds of different meat in it, like raccoon, possum, sheep, lamb. You put all that in there with your corn, your beans, and all this into it. They call it Bagoo. I think they started that in Kentucky. They have a Bagoo festival. And that's pretty good because my neighbor, when I was taking care of my mom, he asked if I want some. And my mom, I said, yeah, I don't think my mom ever had that. We had enough for 3 bowls. She ate that one bowl of Bagoo. I put some in there and gave her the second half. And my mom loved it, people. When my mom passed away this time, it was about 2 days after her birthday. Her birthday was before Valentine's Day. And she was 101 years old when she passed away. She loved it. She even loved my cooking. I didn't cook that much. Like in the oven, I would cook like pork chops or something like that with shake and bake, pork chops. Then on Friday, my brother and his dumb girlfriend or wife, I don't know what they are, and they would stop at the JC store and get some chicken and stuff like that. That was I think every Friday or every Tuesday or Thursday. I can't remember. I was thinking of Friday. And that's what we ate for supper. I don't think anybody around here makes possum soup. I know they do make turtle soup. I think I had that maybe one time. But up around New Washington, Nab or Marysville or Otisco, one of those 4 towns, once a year they have a raccoon get together, have raccoon hamburgers. You couldn't tell the difference between a raccoon hamburger or a regular cow hamburger. You couldn't tell the difference. If you know how to cook it, you have no problem, people. Just like deer steaks or deer hamburger. If you know how to cook it, you cannot tell the difference. I like hamburger, but you could tell it didn't taste like a regular hamburger. But I've tasted like Gina's grandma's family. They have deer hamburger. You could not tell it was deer. I don't think Gina's mom, I can't remember if she did cook deer hamburger or what, but we did have deer sausage. That was pretty good. But people, I want you to hit the subscribe bell, hit the thumbs up, help me get my watch hours up. I might be doing a live stream on the way home. If I ain't that goofy. And I can remember how to go live stream. When they put you to sleep, you're not thinking too straight. And, I just have to wait and see. And Remember, people, excuse me for that. Remember, tomorrow's Monday. School starts again. Watch out for those little yellow school buses when they put the arm out. Let's keep our children safe on those buses. Pay attention to your driving. Another thing I recommend for your people, you can go out and get your dash cam. Make sure you get a dash cam. Well, I've heard of people eating moose too, but man, I don't think there's any moose around here. I heard moose was pretty good. But if I don't forget people, I try to do a live stream when I come home from the hospital. It just depends how goofy I am and how long that I come out of that drug overdose thing, anesthetic they give you when you have contacts removed, contact surgery, or whatever you call it. Hey, 709. I don't know if I think you said you was in Canada. Yeah, I think you was in Canada. I watch a whole lot of videos of the raccoon whisperer. And he feeds a bunch of raccoons when it's warm. He knows every name. He knows every name of those raccoons that comes and visit him and his wife. I got a raccoon that comes up on my porch. He probably done been there because if the kitty cat leaves any cat food, the possum will come up and eat what's left. But he ain't scared of me. I can open the door and he turn around and look at me. I don't like them possums. They look like an oversized rat. I can take my walking stick and pat him on the back and he turn around and look at me. But you treat all wild animals, people, with respect. If it's raccoon or deer, possums or groundhog or skunks, you treat them with respect. They're wild animals. Keep your distance from them. But this possum ain't too bad. I ain't going to reach down there and try to pet him. Well, like I say, when I was younger, that's nothing eating deer. If the person knows how to cook it, you ain't going to tell the difference between deer or beef. Same as a moose or elk. If you know how to cook it, you can't tell the difference. Like when I was growing up, people, my grandpa and grandma knew I love fried chicken. And I said, Grandma, these chicken legs off are small. She said, well, it was a small chicken. I found out later, people, it was a squirrel. If you know how to cook it, you're not going to tell the difference between whatever it is. If a person knows how to fix it, you can't tell the difference. Because I can never tell the difference. And like I say, I love fried chicken, but nobody can, every guy or girl out there, they like their mother's fried chicken or their mother's cooking. And, I miss my mom's cooking. Where I live here, people in southern Indiana, I've never seen a skunk on my property. I've smelled a skunk, but the smell will travel a long ways. I've never seen a skunk, but I have smelled it. And I know people when my kids was little, we live in government housing. I would go walking with my walking stick. This skunk got his head in a milk plastic carton. I don't know how he got his head in a milk carton or a milk bottle. I say, skunk, I'm going to help you. Don't you dare squirt me. I said, I'm going to try to help you get it off your head. I talk real nice. Knock on wood, people. That skunk didn't spray me. When I took hold of him and he relaxed, his head came out the bottle, he started walking away. He turned around and looked at me like, thank you, sir. You just have to treat all wild animals with respect. Just like that guy in Canada. He treats those raccoons with respect. Since that's winter time up there in Canada, he's well, I know the groundhogs and the raccoons, they're sleeping. They're sleeping. But I thought possums sleeps in the wintertime. But this raccoon's been coming up on the porch for the last couple of weeks. So, but you treat your wild animals, people. If you live out in the country, you treat them with respect. If you got outside cats or dogs, bring your food in because raccoons will show up, possums will show up, but the kitty cats don't seem to mind the possums. I don't like them. I think they're ugly looking, in my opinion. I know there's people that got pet possums, but that's not my thing. I'm thinking one day I might reach down and try to pet the raccoon, but I don't know if I want to do that or not. But when I lived in Charlestown, people, I did have pet raccoons. When I lived in my mom's house, where mom would be at work at the hospital 2 days a week, I'd be down in the basement because that's where I have my CB radio, my ham radio, and my computer. I'd be downstairs and it sounded like somebody knocking on the door. I run out, and the door mom had, you had glass up above the door where you could peep out. I peep out, I didn't see anybody, so I go back downstairs. You hear the knocking on the door 5 minutes later. I said, I'm going to kill them SOB kids next door, because I used to do crap like that. Go up and knock on people's door and take off. And I went up, I didn't see it. I went back downstairs. Another 5 minutes go by and the knock. I said, I'm opening the door this time. I opened the door. There was Rocky standing up on his back paws. I said, you hungry, Rocky? Get up there on the ledge. He'd get up there and I'd go get him something to eat. He would eat. I could pet him. I could pick him up and carry him around. He was a big old raccoon. And one of the neighbors 2 doors up from me called the city dog pound. She's never out at night. I said, what are you doing taking my pet raccoon? Said, he wasn't hurting anybody. I said, I could pick him up, take him in the house, put him down. He would sleep. He wouldn't hurt a flea. He doesn't get in, that year he caught 17 raccoons. I had all kinds of raccoons in my yard. Even mama raccoons, and mama raccoons would bring her baby, and I tap on the kitchen window, mama and the baby take off. I had one of those fast food large plastic cups, and I had cat food. I take it outside, shake it. Here comes the baby raccoons just getting it 90 miles an hour. I said, hold on. Mama like, what those idiot babies of mine doing? So I put the cat food down, and I sit there and watch them. And I even put a bowl of milk out, and they would drink milk, Then go out the next morning. I said, where's the milk pan? So I go in the garage, get up on the bench, look up. At least they put it where I could get to it. Took my Cool Whip bowl down, took it back to the back porch and put some more milk in it for the outside cats. And you just remember, people, raccoons, possum, the wild animals, you have to treat it with respect. I know in Canada and all them other places, Alaska, they got bears. You have to treat them with respect. But I also want to thank President Trump. If you watch the Daytona 500, I know it rained. President Trump flew over in Air Force One, just like the Blue Angels did today. Then the Beast and his granddaughter. And he met all the drivers and signed some autographs. Talked to a news reporter, said, you was here 5 years ago. I think he went every year to the Daytona 500. I want to thank President Trump for going to the Daytona 500. That shows to me he cares about the Daytona 500 NASCAR circuit, but he cares. And if you did watch it, you saw the other presidents. I think one of the Bushes was there, and I forget the other president. I don't think Obama made it there. I think Clinton did. So, I think it's nice that the president cares. I think the football last Sunday, President Trump was there. But I know some things that President Trump is doing right now. I don't care for it. I disagree with him on that. Some of the things that he's doing. And putting that 25% tax on Canada for the goods come in to the United States. I disagree with him on that. China, I could see them do everything we got here, our cell phones, everything comes from China. Even Craftsman Tools is not made in the United States. That makes me mad. But people, it's time to get off of here. I done went over my time limit. You all have a great Monday. Don't work too hard. Be careful. School is tomorrow. Watch out for those yellow school buses. And if you see a truck driver, if you happen to stop at a truck stop, you go in and eat. Thank the truck drivers for their service. So you all have a great Monday. If I'm not too messed up when I get out of surgery tomorrow, if I can figure out how to do that to come live, we just have to wait and see what tomorrow is going to consist of. But I got a feeling, people, and they knocked me out for that eye surgery. It's going to take a while for me to wake up in recovery. So we just have to wait and see. I told my son some questions to ask him how long after, how many hours after surgery before I can drive. I want to find out because, I'm going to be hungry. I want something to eat. No matter if it's McDonald's or Subway or Burger King. It just depends. Or I might fix something to eat. I might fix me an egg sandwich. Okay, 709, you take it easy. And all this. I know Sherry. I know Sherry's not in here tonight because she had to wash some clothes and put her cell phone in charge. Plus, she has that flu bug. She's probably sleeping. Oh, man, I'm dreading tomorrow, people. I'm dreading, but I shouldn't worry about it. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good, people. Thank you. Thank you. That was awesome. So, people, you have a great week. Don't work too hard. Be careful. If you're going to get snow, reduce your speed. If it's daylight hours and it's snowing or raining, turn your headlights on. I'm not either. I don't like what he did. I like to see Canada
put a 25 or 30% on the United States, that the goods that comes in from the United States into Canada. I like to see Canada do something like that, but we have to wait and see. Because if Canada put a 25% stuff on the U.S. goods, that means you all in Canada are going to have to pay more, just like we have to pay more for the goods that comes in from all over the world. So, but it's okay. You all have a great day. You know, I see you all later. If I ain't that screwed up tomorrow, on the way home from the eye surgery, I will go live on the way home, but I might make a fool out of myself. I just don't know how I'm going to feel. I won't know until that happens. I love you all. Peace. You all have a great day. Hit the subscribe bell. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the thumbs up. Help me get my watch videos up. I'm going to have to hurry up and drink my Pepsi Zero because, okay, bye everybody. I love you. Let's see if I can find that. So goodbye. I love you all.